Okay, hi. Um, this is a piece of software that I created. It's a beta of something called Anipro. Um, and what it does is it lets you draw pictures using your joystick. Um, and then if you want, you can make a flip page animation. So let's get into this a little bit and I'll show you how it works. So I'm going to run the program. Okay, now we get to the program itself. So it wants to know, do you want to draw or do you want to view? Do you want to draw a page or do you want to view your animation? Well, we don't have anything right now, so we're going to select one, draw a page. Now, what page number? Okay, this is page 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order. So we're going to start with page 1. And we can choose color sets. Color set 1 is my favorite, so we're going to, I'm sorry, color set 0 is my favorite, so we're going to use that today. It gives you a green background, which I can change. And you also get red. So let me give you a demo here. Using the joystick, here is my blue line. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I made a blue line. Okay, now I'm going to show you color 4, which is red on top of it. Okay, I'm sure you can see that. And now our last color is yellow. So we have effectively here we have red, yellow, and blue on a green background. Now I can make this background blue, for instance, if I want to. All I have to do is select. Now how I'm doing this is I have it set up so that the joystick draws, okay? And then you use numbers 1 through 4 for color selection. Now if I pick number 2, see how the point at the end of this line here changed to yellow. If I do number 3, it's blue. Number 4, it changes to red. That's kind of hard to see, so I'll expand it out. But you can see that is red, that is blue. This is yellow, number 2. And if I do 1, you can't see because of the background, it blends in, but that is actually a green line. And if you don't know where you are on the screen, all you have to do is select something other than 1, and there's your dot will appear here, for instance. I'll do that one more time. Now it's green. I can't see where I am, but I'm moving around. Now I'll try. See how that dot just appeared? I keep getting confused here between my mouse pointer and my joystick. So we'll do this one more time. I'm moving around and I don't know where I am. So I press a button, number 3, and there that blue dot just appeared there. That's where my location is. Now I want to get rid of all this garbage and start over. So to clear the screen, I would select color number 1 and press the button. And it should clear the screen. And it's not. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong here. Okay, we're gonna clear the screen this way. Now we have a yellow background, but I want it to be green, so we're gonna do that. And okay, so an example of something I can do with this would be to draw a house. We're going to draw a house. Now I'm going to clear the screen one more time. For some reason it doesn't want to clear the screen in green. So I'm going to have to. The only problem with this is, and the reason I call it a beta, is that I apparently didn't have time to make any reference points. So you're really, it could be a little tough to use if you don't have a lot of patience. But once you get used to it, you can kind of feel where you are. So we're going to draw our house. And we're going to make it just a one-story house. Now again, this is all with the joystick, so it's very comfortable to use. It's really has a good feel to it for a 1982 operating system here. I mean, it feels like something from the current day, if that makes any sense. I mean, these old computers really are still very good computers. You can do a lot with these if you know how to program, which is why I made this channel, for a couple of different reasons. Not just to learn how to program, but to show the value that's there in these old computers. Even if you don't want to program, learning about them is a good thing. Now, these windows are going to be a little bit big here. I don't know why I'm making such big windows, but let's see. Now that kind of looks like a window, right? So our windows are going to be halfway open. So I'm going to color that in there. So that would be a shade, and the yellow is the sun going into the house. Maybe the shades are down a little bit. So I have to find my way out of here and go over and do the same thing on the other side. And kind of try to line it up by eye here. There's really no other way. They might not be exactly the same size. I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to show you an example there of how this program works. And that looks about even. Now we're going to color that in best I can here. There we go. So we have a house, and we have two partially open windows. Now what we need is to make the door. Okay, there I am. And let me make, the door needs a bottom first. Now, I have to be very careful not to go past into that green area in the border. If I do that, it's going to give me an FC error, because like I said, this is a beta. I didn't put any stops on it, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. There's no stop valves anywhere, so that could destroy the whole painting here that I'm trying to do. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to put a doorknob in there, and there we go. That's the doorknob. Okay, very simple. Now what we have to do is find the rooftop. I'm doing this all by feel, and I'm using the number buttons 1 through 4 to manipulate the colors. And once I reach the roof, it'll create a space. See that space right there? That's how I know where I am. I know where the cursor is anyway. So we're going to go for a roof here. So now I have to find the edge of the house. There it is. And draw like this. Now it's nice that I can do this arch. I almost had that. By just diagonally I'm using a diagonal push to do this. Now apparently I was a little too far. Now this is going to be messy here because this is all by eye and I'm really having a hard time with this here. No, it's still not, it's close. Let's try going down a little more. Try it right there. Hopefully there we go. Now if I don't connect my lines, and I try to color this space in, it will leak out through a crack and fill the whole thing in there, and we don't want to do that. So this is going to be a strange looking house, but let's try to make it yellow. Let's see, where am I? I'm here. So the first thing I have to do is get rid of all of these. This is really tough here. What a pain. It's tough when you really make mistakes to clean this mess up. Now I'm way up there. That's not even close. So I need to go back down. I can't see. You see, the problem is I can't see where the cursor is. So there it is. I'm almost there. That's another limitation of this program. I'm just cleaning up the edges, or I'm trying to, where I had made that poor roof line. Now I can kind of see where I am here. This takes a lot of patience, guys. So if you want to run this program, be patient. And I could give you a copy of it, of the program. It's not long at all. Maybe I'll do that. I could possibly distribute a copy of this, and you can type it in for yourself. If you're interested in that, let me know. And maybe I could include some instructions in a text file. But I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. It depends on if anyone's interested. Now, I don't know how many people out there actually have one of these computers, or are even interested at all in computer programming. But this is old school programming. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's not complicated. Well, it's complicated, but it's not that hard to learn. So now let me find where I am, and let me use a different color. So I need to go down a few spaces and over a few spaces. Okay, and I want to paint my house now. The walls here, outside of the house, and I want to paint them. Oh, it's already yellow. I was going to paint it yellow. It's already yellow. Okay, so maybe I'll choose to paint it blue. If it looks bad, I can change it back. Let's try blue. Oh no. I just killed my picture. That's not good. That ain't good. But oh boy, that's frustrating. I must have been a little too close. Something. Oh, that's another problem that I didn't address, is that you have to use the color. I'm gonna make this green again, okay? Because the problem there was, you have to paint it the same color as the outline. and I forgot about that, and so I just ruined my painting. So I'm gonna have to start over. Sorry about that. I'll just do another one. It won't take that long. It'll be a little smaller maybe. Okay, maybe about there. Maybe about, nope, not yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 4, 8. I'm not having too much luck. This is the hardest part. Is trying to eyeball this. Right. You know what I should do is I should just start at one corner. Oh, Lord. Now I'm getting messed up because I was using a yellow background before. Alright, we're going to shoot that up there. Oh, I know I can fix this. It's just going to take a little bit of time here. Alright, now it's just a matter of getting rid of the rest of this garbage here. Alright, 2, not even on the right border. 3, got rid of that. Now the reason I'm doing this house over, you already saw what I was doing, is because I want to animate this house. That's the name of the program, you know, Anipro. It stands for Animation Program, actually, and hence the name Anipro. Now, I made that error once, and I'm not going to make it again. I'll tell you that right now, because I do not want to have to draw this thing over again. It's not with the roof. It's just way too much. It's not like I have practiced this or anything. I actually haven't used this since I created it about 6 months ago, or maybe a year ago. I never used it, so I don't have much practice with it, and it's really frustrating when you can't see the cursor and you're trying to draw a picture. Oh, what is going on with this? I just want that to connect there. There. That's it. Now I have to go around with my... Oh, jeez. I'm almost there. There it goes. Even if you don't have a color computer and you're watching this, let me know what you think. If you never used an old school computer, this could be a real lesson for you about how it used to be. um, excuse me, before we had everything we have now, and computer wise, and this color basic actually is designed by Microsoft. So it was licensed to Radio Shack by Microsoft in the early 1980s. So it's Microsoft. It's just real early Microsoft. And we're going to fill that in. And we're going to go over and make our second window. Okay. Oh, brother. If this video doesn't come out right, I might have to start over and make another video. But I just wanted you to try to do this right the first time. But it's real technical. And the fact that I destroyed my other picture is not helping at all. So we have one window with a shade they're not even the same size. So here, let me fill this in. Okay, and now one shade is a little lower than the other one. So we're gonna have to fix that. And this is how you can use the edit to edit this. So it's nice that you can edit. It's just real painstaking. Alright. You know what I should have done after I messed that other program up? I should have just done something simpler. But being on a spot like this, I didn't really have time to think. Now our door is going here. And the doorknob again. It's a little low for a doorknob. Maybe up one more. There we go. So now it looks pretty good. There's only two other colors, yellow and blue. So what I think I'm gonna do is get up to the roof, and this time I'm gonna paint it red. See? Okay. Now you have to, what I was trying to explain before is you have to use whatever the border is, the color inside has to be. That's just the way this computer is. If it's not very versatile, I cannot paint the inside of this blue and use the paint feature, which is what the button activates, is the paint feature. Paint fill. It's literally called paint, and it will just continue painting unless it hits a specified border. It's pretty complicated. I think I just didn't program it right, to tell you the truth, because this was quick. I did this in a few minutes. But there's the house. Now, I said I was going to animate this house. I don't know if that's going to be possible. It would just take way too long. And the fact that I don't have reference points would really make it tough. So, I'm not sure what to do here. I think I'm just gonna use this demonstration as an art tool, meaning I'm going to let you see how you can use this program as an art tool. Well, that's already pretty obvious, but it does more. This program does a lot more. Now maybe I'm going to have a yellow fence go on here. So I'm going to start making a fence. And we're going to make the fence like this. It's not going to be that detailed. Okay. But it'll be a fence, a yellow picket fence. It kind of looks white, but it's actually, this is yellow. I'm not even going to try to make it, oh no. Well, there's the FC error I was talking about. Let's see. I think I can get back to that page, hopefully. I was using color set, 0? I don't want to mess that up. That'll really mess it up. Yeah, 0. And it destroyed my house. I'm not having any luck today, guys. That's what happens when you don't know how to use your own software. So I'm going to try showing you the animation feature to this program, which is really what it's about. So I'm going to draw this figure here, and I'm going to break the program and I'm going to run it over again. Again, it's a beta, it's another limitation here. So we're going to draw another page. This time we're going to draw page 2 using the same color set. So I believe the cursor stays where I left it, but I'm not sure. But look, anyways, we're going to draw the same shape, hopefully the same size, in a different orientation on page 2. Then we're going to cut out of here, we're going to run the program again. And so this video isn't too long. We're going to draw on page 3, same color set. And actually, the cursor ends up back at a start point. So I'm having all kinds of problems today with this thing. But now we're going to try to make the same shape anyway. At another angle. We'll just do it like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? That's just going to have to be good enough. I don't want this video running forever. It's already been almost a half an hour, so we're going to draw our final page, number 4, in color set 0. And it's not going to make much sense, but it's just going to give you an idea of what this program can do. I mean, if you had time on your hands, you can do anything you want. You can make a cartoon. I mean, the sky's the limit, because you actually have 4 pages that you can flip, like a flip book. This computer's limit is 8 pages. Normally you only get 2, but if you clear more memory, you can set more memory aside for video. Then you'll get 4 pages, and you can have as many as 8. But when you have 8 pages, there's no color. It's either black and white or black and green, I think, like monochrome. But you could still use those 8 pages in monochrome or black and white and make a cartoon. I mean, you don't need that many pages in your flip book. 8 pages is pretty good to make a cartoon. But I just don't have the time. So now we're gonna view our animation, and I tried, making a little versatility here, and you can pick the speed at which you want the program to run. So first we're going to run it at speed 1. There we go. Look at that. This is on a 1982 computer, okay? I mean, these things were sold up through the mid to late 80s, and then they switched to Color Computer 3, which was a lot more like the Commodore 64 with the disk drives, and you could get a disk drive for this computer, but I never had one. I had a tape drive. And the Color Computer 3 was a lot better, but it just bombed out for some reason. It didn't do well, and they didn't make a lot of software for it, and if I ever learned how to program on that thing, I could do a lot more than what I do on this Color Computer 2. But so there's our program. There's our animation with the effects there. And so I'll run it again, and this time we'll look at it on speed 2. And actually speed 2 is slower, okay? So I must have did it backwards. Speed 1 will be your fastest speed. This is speed 2. So now you can really see those shapes that we made alternating. Almost like a clock hand or something. And we'll run it one more time. And this time we'll view it on speed 3, which is our slowest speed. I mean, you could really do anything you want with this. And this is on a Color Computer 2. The TRS-80 was its predecessor, and then it grew into this. So that's going to be about it. I'm going to clear the memory and run it again and see if we got rid of the animation. No, we did not get rid of the animation. P clear. I honestly don't know how to fix that. Maybe that'll get rid of it. I want to try to clear the palette here. And that still didn't do anything. So if I draw the pages over again, I think that'll get rid of it, the old animation, but I'd have to go through and do every page. So maybe this time I'll try to draw. Yeah, it's not going to do any good. It doesn't look too good, but I'm just doing something quick. I don't know what I'm actually drawing here. It's just a hodgepodge here. But I'm going to do one more animation for you. What color set am I using here? Alright, try to move this over a little bit. This is just going to be like page. Alright, here we go. We're almost done. Or I'm almost done anyway. This is really taxing on the body here and the mind. Especially when it's live and you don't have a game plan at all. Why is this not coloring? Please color. Okay. So we're going to view our animation and we're going to start at 2 this time. So there we go. We have something there. Something, I don't know what that is, but it's just a demonstration of what you can actually do with one of these computers. And this is just off the cuff. Like I said, if you had time on your hands, you could really make something nice. And we'll run it one more time at full speed and see how it looks. I'm not going to bother with speed 3. We're just going to go faster here. And that's another point I want to make about this computer is that it's running at 1 megahertz, or it could even be less. I'm not exactly sure what it runs at, but it's no faster than 1 megahertz, and it could be much less. But by manipulating certain things, look at how fast this is going, and that's not the top speed. You can achieve lightning fast speeds on this thing. Believe it or not, nobody believes. I mean, people might underestimate the power of one of these things. You can go much faster than this. This is just the fastest that I included, because it can be obscured if you go too fast. But you can achieve speeds on this thing that well exceed 1 megahertz. I would say effectively 10 megahertz, maybe more, by flipping through these pages and manipulating how the computer operates. You could, get a race car going. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave some comments, and I'll see you later.